Namaste and a very good morning to our esteemed guests, respected dignitaries, learned faculty members, industry professionals, and all the participants joining us from across the nation. On behalf of the Department of Architecture and Planning, NIT Patna, I extend a hearty welcome to you all for the inaugural ceremony of the Gyan course on Achieved Professor M. Kailasa Rao, Director SPA Bhopal, who will be joining us in the upcoming days. Let us begin with the proceedings by inviting our dignitaries to grace the dais. First, may I respectfully invite our Chief International Expert, Professor Ettore Maria Mazzola, to kindly take his seat on the dais. Next, it is my pleasure to invite the Dean of Alumni Affairs, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, to join us on the dais. I now request the Head of the Department, Architecture and Planning, Dr. Shailendra K. Mandal, to please step forward and take his seat. And finally, I invite the course coordinator, Dr. Kamini Sinha, to join the dignitaries on the dais. May I now request the Dean of Alumni Affairs, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, to felicitate our foreign expert, Professor Ettore Maria Mazzola, with a ceremonial shawl, a plant, sapling, symbolizing our commitment to nature, and a memento. I request Lavanya and Nikhil to kindly assist with the felicitation. Thank you, sir. Now may I request Dr. Shailendra K. Mandal, HOD, to felicitate Dr. Sanjay Kumar with a shawl and a sapling. Moving forward, I request the course coordinator, Dr. Kamini Sinha, to felicitate our HOD, Dr. Shailendra K. Mandal, with a shawl and a sapling as a token of our appreciation. And finally, I request Architect Preksha Gupta to felicitate the course coordinator, Dr. Kamini Sinha, with a shawl and a sapling. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Lead us from darkness to light. In our Indian tradition, lighting a lamp symbolizes dispelling ignorance and ushering in knowledge and wisdom. I respectfully request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly step forward and light the ceremonial lamp to formally inaugurate this course. Thank you, dignitaries. To set the context for the week ahead, may I now invite the course coordinator, Dr. Kamini Sinha, to present a brief overview of the Gyan course. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. All distinguished experts, faculty members, participants, and dear students. It is my privilege to welcome you to this 5-day global initiative of Academic Network course on achieving urban regeneration while maintaining regional identity through urban conservation, organized by the Department of Architecture and Planning, National Institute of Technology, Patna. This program has been organized under the patronage of our Honorable Director, Professor P.K. Jain, and the Global Initiative of Academic Network is an initiative of the Ministry of Education, Government of India. It aims to engage international experts with institutes of higher education to strengthen academic resources, enhance quality, and advance the nation's scientific and technological capabilities. We are privileged to host this program. NIT Patna is an institute of national importance, and it carries a legacy that dates back to 1886. The Department of Architecture and Planning, established in 1979, has been a pioneering center in Eastern India, advancing excellence in architecture, planning, conservation, and sustainable design. The Gyan course has been conceptualized with a clear academic and professional mandate to equip participants with a comprehensive understanding of urban regeneration frameworks while emphasizing the imperative of preserving cultural identity, traditional knowledge, and the unique sense of place. The course aims to build intellectual capacity in responding to the challenges of modernist development patterns, heritage degradation, and socially unstable urban transformation. Our course structure is thoroughly designed to provide an immersive and multimodal learning experience for the participants, and over the coming 5 days, participants will engage in lectures that establish theoretical foundations of traditional urban design and contemporary regeneration practices. Tutorials are aimed to strengthening the analytical and representational competencies. There's also a study trip when we'll go to the Nalanda World Heritage Site, which will offer you a first-hand exposure to heritage landscape and conservation issues. And also the design exercise will focus on a charrette-based method and urban renewal strategies. The objective includes strengthening knowledge of traditional urban design, learning charrette-based strategies, examining regeneration case studies, and critically evaluating modernist planning issues. There are further enriched, thorough thematic discussions on sustainable development, sense of place, social impacts, traditional knowledge, and design communication. It is my honor to extend a warm and respectful welcome to our distinguished speaker, whose exemplary scholarly and professional accomplishments greatly enrich our Gyan course. I'm delighted to welcome Professor Ettore Maria Mazzola, University of Notre Dame, Italy, who's an internationally acclaimed architect, urban designer, and restorer. With over 3 decades of global experience, his pioneering work in traditional architecture, classical urbanism, and heritage restoration has significantly influenced contemporary debate on human-centered urban development. I also extend a very warm welcome to Professor Kailash Rao, Director of School and Planning and Architecture, Bhopal, who will be joining us online because he's on an important project. A renowned academician and conservationist, Professor Rao's extensive research in architectural pedagogy, heritage management, and Indian temple architecture has made outstanding contributions to both scholarship and practice in the field. The presence of such distinguished resource persons in this course ensures that the participants will benefit from a rare confluence of global perspectives, methodological rigor, and context-sensitive approaches to urban conservation and regeneration. I'm also honored to mention that our director, who has just recently gone through an surgery, is unable to join here, physically, but he has sent his best wishes. And we have with us the Dean, Alumni Affairs, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, who will be representing our director in the inauguration of this program. I am very thankful to him. He could make time from his busy schedule to be here to represent our institute administration. Talking of a director, the Honorable Director has a very visionary leadership, and he continues to strengthen the institute's academic endeavors, and we extend our sincere gratitude for his unwavering encouragement and institutional support in advancing initiatives within the Department of Architecture and Planning. With his proper guidance, we have been able to do many projects, many initiatives in the department, and this is one in the line. So thank you very much, all the dignitaries and the participants, for registering and being here. I'm sure the coming 5 days will be very enjoyable, a learning exercise, and at the end of it, you'll go more informed and more knowledgeable. So thank you. Make the best for the 5 days. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for outlining the vision of the Gyan course. I now invite the head of the department, Dr. Shailendra K. Mandal, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Azalea. Dean Outreach and Alumni Affairs, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, distinguished resource person of this Gyan course, Professor Ettore Maria Mazzola from University of Notre Dame, Rome, Italy, Professor Kailash Rao, who is not physically present here, but as the course coordinator has mentioned, he will be available online to deliver the talk. Professor Kailash Rao, Director, School of Planning and Architecture, Bhopal. Course coordinator of this Gyan course, Dr. Kamini Sinha. Learned faculty members, participants of this Gyan course, the staffs, officers, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you, and warm welcome to the Department of Architecture and Planning, National Institute of Technology, Patna. It is indeed a matter of great pride and privilege for our department to organize this Gyan course on achieving urban regeneration while maintaining regional identity through urban conservation. This is the third Gyan course organized by the Department of Architecture and Planning, NIT Patna, in Gyan Phase 4. This Gyan course brings together eminent scholars, experienced practitioners, and enthusiastic learners to deliberate on a critically important yet often underexplored dimension of contemporary urban and architectural practices. Urban regeneration today cannot be viewed in isolation from cultural continuity and regional identity. Urban regeneration, when guided by conservation-led planning, not only revitalize physical spaces but also safeguards collective memory, social cohesion, and regional character. Conserving this legacy requires not only technical competence but also deep scholarly understanding and cultural sensitivity. At a time when Indian cities are rapidly transforming, this Gyan course is both timely and relevant in fostering informed, responsible, and context sensitive conservation approaches. At the outset, we would like to acknowledge the visionary leadership of our Honorable Director Sir, Professor P.K. Jain, whose guidance continues to inspire NIT Patna's pursuit for academic excellence, research, innovation, and global engagement. His support has enabled our institute and particularly our department to strengthen international collaboration and contribute meaningfully to global academic disclosure. Since its inception in 1975, the Department of Architecture and Planning at NIT Patna has remained committed to nurturing professionals who are deeply rooted in Indian cultural, historical, and urban context. Over the years, the department has expanded its academic and research engagement across architectural conservation, sustainable built environment, climate resilience, and urban and regional planning. Our collaboration, contributions, and exchanges now span all 6 habitable continents of our planet, reflecting our dedication to global knowledge building. We are especially honored to have with us the 2 distinguished experts whose presence significantly enriches this program. Professor Itore, with his extensive international experience in heritage conservation and human-scale urbanism, will provide valuable global perspectives, while Professor Kailas Rao, one of India's leading authorities in heritage management, has profoundly shaped academic thought and professional practice across the country. We are deeply grateful for their willingness to share their knowledge and experiences with the participants. I would also like to appreciate for Dr. Kamini Sinha, the course coordinator of this Gyan course, for her dedication in conceptualizing and executing this course, and for the commendable efforts of the entire departmental team who have worked diligently to ensure a successful program. To our participants, faculty members, and students, your presence here reflects your commitment to preserving and reinterpreting our architectural heritage. Conservation is a discipline that demands intellectual rigor, ethical responsibility, and cultural empathy. I encourage you to engage actively in the lectures, discussion, and hands-on session over the next 5 days. The insight gained here will undoubtedly enhance your professional competence and reinforce your role as a responsible custodian of our cultural heritage. I am confident that this Gyan course will stimulate critical thinking, open new avenues for interdisciplinary research, and inspire innovative approaches to urban regeneration rooted in regional identity. With these words, I once again extend a very warm welcome to all of you and wish this Gyan course immense success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. We are honored to have the support of our administration. I now invite the Dean of Alumni Affairs, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, to deliver the inaugural address.
Innovative approaches to urban regeneration rooted in regional identity. With these words, I once again extend a very warm welcome to all of you and wish this Gyan course immense success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. We are honored to have the support of our administration. I now invite the Dean of Alumni Affairs, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, to deliver the inaugural address.
A very good morning to all of you. Professor Ettore Maria Muzola, sir, Dr. Kamli Sinha, course coordinator, Dr. Salendra Kumar Mandal, HOD, Department of Architecture, Professor Fulena Rezek from the Department of Architecture, Professor Manoj, Dr. Ajay, Dr. Majar, Dr. Khurshid, so many faculties, participants, dear students, and ladies and gentlemen. A very good beginning for this global initiative of knowledge network, conceptualized by the Department of Architecture, duly supported by the NIT administration. I think during this 4 days or 5 days stay, the participants will be benefited. The topic is selected in such a way that this is the demand of the hour. That is the urban regeneration while maintaining regional identity through urban conservation. I am briefing something about this institute first, because I am Dean Alumni Outreach. So I have to extend my wings to connect people all around the world. As you know, this institute is along the river Ganges, one of the oldest civilization. So if there is a civilization with the help of dwellings, small dwellings, if the people are coming, so many urbanization requirement is there. And since Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, they have developed so many urban civilization 2000 years back. Not 100, 200 or 2000 years back. This institute, established in year 1886 with a purpose that for the urbanization we need survey. That is the important aspect of urbanization, because with the help of those survey you can plan or you can utilize your natural resources very well. That is why this school has been established in year 1886. Later on, in 1924, the engineering for civilians have been started here. And we have completed almost 100 years of that engineering education. Later on, to develop those civil engineering aspect, not civil engineering, only for the civilians engineering, we have introduced mechanical, electronics, computer science, and many more. In year 1975, the inception of Department of Architecture has been initiated in this institute, because without planning, if you are getting a survey from the survey data and you are planning, so what you are planning? You need a person who can plan in such a way that the natural resources should be utilized at their optimum level. And that was the preamble behind this Department of Architecture. And in 1979, it is fully functional. After that, they have established Masters in Urban and Regional Planning and PhD and many more things. So a very good initiative they have taken, and I congratulate Dr. Kamli Sinha for this. And for that, for this Gyan purpose, they have invited one of the renowned architect from the University of Notre Dame, Professor Ettore Maria Muzola. Actually from Italy, there is another name which we remember that is Itero Bugatti, the automobile engineer, which is very popular. And those cars are available in India. And that is also planned by an architect, the streamline of that car. Have you seen? Might have you seen that plan of that car? So I welcome Professor Etero Maria Majula for this program, and I love to get knowledge from you regarding this regeneration of urbanization and regional identity. It depends upon two things. One, the natural things available to you first, and the second one, the correlation between these natural things, and that is established through by God, the source of energy. His work is related with the temple, and he has given a very good pictorial and structural existence of those temples in India. Currently, he is not present, as informed by head of department. He may join after some time, because in Qatar, I think. Apart from this, the department, the whole department has planned in such a way that during your stay, you are going to benefit immense. And for this, I congratulate Preksha Gupta and Abhishek Bittu. I think two co-conveners are there. Apart from this, some students are also involved. They are going to get many things, many more things from this Gyan course. And I wish it will be a great success and establish some cardinal rules for urban planning. For these words, I once again congratulate whole Department of Architecture for this Gyan course. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking address and continued mentorship. We now have the distinct privilege to invite our lead foreign expert. Professor Ettore Maria Mazzola is a professor of architecture and urbanism at the University of Notre Dame, Rome. An accomplished architect, restorer, and author, he is internationally renowned for his work in traditional urbanism, from restoration projects in Rome to designing inheritable habitats in Doha. His work challenges us to build cities that respect cultural continuity. Sir, we are eager to hear from you.
Thank you very much for this beautiful introduction, and thank you very much for the need of Patna, and of course Professor Kaminsina, who we met 3 years ago, I think, in a conference of EREC in Tirana, in Albany. And this is my second experience here in Patna. I'm very honored to be here, and I really enjoyed the previous great experience, and I'm very happy to be here with all these young students, which is at the end the future. Is exactly what is the reason why we are doing this job of teaching. So thank also to also the professor that spoke before me, and they're going to support this program. As it was said, I'm teaching for the University of Notre Dame, which is a very particular university. Is American university, but is also the only university that impose one entire academic year to be spent in Italy to study directly on site our architecture, our urbanism, our art, because it's quite different than studying from slides. It's a school that is devoted to the rediscovering of the importance of classical, traditional urbanism, architecture, and building techniques. And thanks for the previous speech about the history in some way of the evolution of teaching and the way we focused too much on engineeristic aspects, function, which are fundamentally important in our lives. In the 21st century, we can't, imagine to live as we used to live 1,000 years ago. But in the same time, it is a pity that too many importance, which is deserved, has been paid to the functions, and almost nothing has been paid to aesthetic. And when you lose the aesthetic, you lose the relationship with the places. You risk to cut the roots of your places. And this is a crime, because losing the roots, losing the character of places means to destroy the sense of belonging. So what I'd like to pass you during these days, thanks to this program that has been organized by the National Institute of Technology of Patna, is exactly to understand how you can respond to both the aspect of functions and character, aesthetic, let's say sense of belonging. We need to go forward. We are living in 2025, almost 2026, but we need to watch also at our back, because if we need to have some good future, we need to have always a relationship with the present and the past, obviously, and then the future. Also because what has been promoted in the last century, it is an ideological vision of the future. We don't know what is the future. We don't know what is expecting us. We know what are our needs. We know that we have to solve problems of now, but I don't think humans of the next decades are going to be different from ours. And sometimes the slogan of many of corporations that are producing technological solutions is, we invent solutions to problems that are not existing yet, and you will be addicted on that. This is not the way to go forward. The way to go forward is to be proud of our places, and to understand that if there is also tourism, if there is something that is moving people, is also because of the quality of places, because of the character of places. When everything will be wiped out, this will be an incredible loss in many aspects, and this is why we need to think about the urban regeneration through the respect, through the development of our heritage. The way we are teaching in our university, as I said, is devoted to the classical, traditional urbanism and architecture, which is something that doesn't mean to be pacifist, as in the 20th century was the typical accusation of those that were promoting the modernist way of going forward. I'd like to simply remind you all, since we are in a school of architecture, that today we are using we are abusing a lot of words, like for instance sustainability is probably the more abused. Think about these electric tuk-tuk you have here, and then to recharge their battery you have to burn oil. Very sustainable. And I don't want to talk about the death of so many kids in Congo to produce the batteries for those electric vehicles. That's not sustainability. We need to think about something that is really sustainable, and that's why, and this is the reason why that brought me to the project I'm going to present in a while on Doha. I'm going to publish soon, is already basically at the beginning of the next year will be ready, a book where I'm not talking about sustainability, but I'm talking about the inheritability. Because what we call today sustainable is something whose bill is going to pay by our children and grandchildren. And this is totally unsustainable. Why, like the Native American population do is to plan for the seventh generation from now. And we need to understand how we can be perfectly aligned with our time, but in the same time preserve this place for the future generation. As I was saying, today is sustainability, the slogan, but in the 20th century the slogan was modernism. But the word modernism is totally wrong, because no one of the architects of modernity or modernism were using the word modernism. The word they used to use was functionalism, because they were considering dysfunctional historical cities. And the reason for that, as you can find an essay of mine available online, talking about the advent of modernism after the Siam Congress of 1933. They analyzed 33 historical cities based on the 34th, which was the master plan for Amsterdam, based on the theory of Le Corbusier and the idea of the zoning. And because in the zoning system, with the spots of color, you can distinguish the different function in a city. In a multifunctional city like historical centers, this is not possible. That was enough for those people to consider historical places dysfunctional. What is funny, and it's a word that probably is not the best one to be used in these cases, today what we consider dysfunctional and brought us to think about the sustainability, it is exactly what was imposed by Le Corbusier and his friends as a functional. So probably it's time to start not blaming these people, because at the end they made an attempt. On those days they were dreaming, but dreams don't have to be nightmares for the future. We need to recognize if something was wrong, that was wrong. The fact that some of these divine architects of the 20th century made a mistake is something that has to be recognized if we want to go forward, putting away any ideology and think about what is really necessary for the future generation from now. So, thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for setting such an inspiring tone for the days to come. As we conclude the formal inaugural session, I invite Dr. Kamini Sinha ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
I think with my introduction of the structure of the workshop, I think Professor Mazzola has really made you understand the depth of this program that we are going to have, and I'm sure each of you could relate to what we are going to expect in the coming 5 days. It is more about our identity development, which is inwoven with our identity. Development at the cost of our identity is not the correct way. That is what he tried to put forward in his address. So but then we need to come to an end of the inauguration so that we can hear his keynote address, which is just after the inauguration. We'll have a break for 10 minutes and then we'll continue with his keynote address. So on behalf of the Department of Architecture and Planning in IT Patna, I extend my heartfelt gratitude as we conclude the inaugural session of the Gyan course on achieving urban regeneration while maintaining regional identity through urban conservation. This program envisioned to foster meaningful academic exchange, which I'm sure we'll be experiencing, and also to strengthen our collective understanding of sustainable urban regeneration, which I now will have to think sustainable, as Professor has stressed on. Maybe there's another word which we would get to use at the end of this 5-day course. It stands enriched by the distinguished presence of all gathered here today. At the outset, I express my deepest gratitude to the Ministry of Education, Government of India, for granting us the privilege to host this prestigious Gyan initiative. The continued support of the Ministry enables institutions like ours to engage with global expertise and expand the frontiers of academic learning. I am deeply grateful to our Honorable Director, Professor P.K. Jain, for his unwavering encouragement and visionary leadership, which has been instrumental in bringing this program and many of similar programs to fruition. I would also like to deeply thank our Dean Alumni Affairs and Outreach, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, for making time to be here to represent our director. And I would like to thank the HOD of the department, Dr. Shailendra Kumar Mandal, who has been championing such initiatives, and as he informed you, we have had 3 GYANs, including this one in this year. So it is with the support of the central administration of the institute and the departmental HOD that we have been able to achieve so much in an year, and ensuring an enabling environment for the successful organization. He has been very supportive in all details of this program. I also express my profound appreciation to our distinguished resource person, Professor Ettore Maria Mazzola, and Professor Kailash Rao will be joining in the coming days. Their individual and collective wisdom elevates the academic merit of this program, and I'm deeply grateful for their commitment to sharing knowledge with our participation. He could manage time. As you must have realized by now, Professor Mazzola is very, very busy because he is attending to projects all over the globe, and also is deeply into academics. But he could manage and he could accept our invitation. We are very, very thankful, sir. I also extend my sincere thanks to our coordinators, Architect Abhishkesh Kumar Bittu and Architect Preksha Gupta, for their meticulous planning, tireless efforts, and commendable dedication. Not any less than the support that I get, or all of us get, from the fraternity, the faculty of our department. We are a strong faculty of 20, professors in the department, and any program that the department holds, all of them join hand with their own strengths. They put their best feet forward, and that is why the department is able to organize so many programs each year, because all of us get together and we achieve it together. And thank you very much. I would say 3 cheers to our faculty, a strong faculty that we have. So thank you, each of you. Their organizational acumen has ensured the seamless commencement of this course. I also thank our student coordinators. Many of them have contributed. Few of the names I remember: Atulya, Ravikesh, Lavanya, Nikhil, and all the other volunteers in the department. I thank each of you. I would also like to thank the staff of the department. They are also very, very helpful, available at all times, even at odd hours they are there. So let me mention the name of Sujit and Rahul, who have always been there for any program that we have. The other officials of the college, the other staff of the college, the PIs, all of them have been very supportive, very helping, and available at all hours that we demand their support from. Lastly, all participants and their presence, because of course any program only when the participants are there. So you have to be here, you register, and you're here on time. We are very, very thankful. Just a point of attention that I would like to draw your attention. Please, rest of the community, you have made effort. This is a time you would like to relax, because generally over in most of the, but you learned to learn great and make the best. So we'll be here for 5 days, having lot many lectures, discussions, and even hands experiences. So students, your engagement adds per academic endeavor. Forward to the enriching and learning that the coming days. Thank you all.